This is A-Game, fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, Femininity coach and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So what we are talking about today is Black women still don't get submission. Y'all still do not get it. And now you've got men trying to explain submission and femininity to y'all. It's like, why y'all don't want to get it? I got to really remember that and come to them kind of conclusions, because y'all just don't want to get it, because there's no way you're this stupid. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to show you this real short clip. It's a short, and here we go.
Yes, you should be submissive to that man once he proves himself.
Absolutely.
But it should be in your attitude to have a submissive attitude, just like it's in the man's attitude to have a protective spirit about him. If a man, hold on, if a man from the very beginning did not have a protective attitude and he drop you off at home and he pull off soon as you get out the car and don't watch you go into that house, he probably not gonna get another date, right? Because he don't have a protective attitude. Even though, hold on, let me finish. Even though he's not your man. Even though he's not your man. So the submissive attitude comes into play.
Did you just say to me?
Hold on. The submissive attitude comes into play in the beginning also. Not in a serious decision making, but I might want to go see this movie. I might want to go to this restaurant instead of, and you just like, hey, I just want to spend time with you. I'll find something.
When do y'all submit?
Now, let me come back to you guys. Now, he explained something real simple. That was so simple, Einstein would miss it and Bozo would get it. That was as simple as 1, 2, 3. That was as simple as anything. And as soon as he said submissive spirit, faces, making a bunch of goofy faces, okay? And all that he was doing was explaining femininity. Because when he flipped it over to talk about a protective spirit, what is that? That is masculine energy. He got to come with from the beginning, even though y'all are not committed or anything like that. It's up to him as a man, because he is a man, to come through all of his experiences, not just experiences with women that he's trying to romantically hook up with, but in every aspect of what he does, he's coming in as masculine. He's got to carry himself in a masculine way. However, the 4 P's need to be applied in whatever situation, however it calls for. He needs to do that in a masculine way. That is masculine energy. So he was talking about, okay, if a guy pull up, he drop you off, and he just pull off and doesn't watch you into the door, that's not a protective spirit. And we know that protection is number 3 of the 4 P's, correct? Right? We know that protection is number 3. So he's saying, even in a situation where I'm just dating a woman, or I just went out on a date with a woman, I'm masculine. So nothing's gonna go on that's gonna put me somehow in a feminine position. Like, I always gotta be in this masculine position because I'm a man. Similarly, in other words, he's saying I'm masculine all the time. So similarly, he's saying you may not submit completely with a man that you're just now getting to know, in terms of, he said it like decision making, like a guy that you talk to 2 or 3 times doesn't now have the position to where you're asking his permission to do certain things, or You know what I'm saying? Like it's not quite gotten to that point yet, which is a level of submission. But what he's saying was, have a submissive spirit, have femininity, because femininity and a submissive spirit is the same spirit. It's the same energy. And only masculine women frown up at even the thought of that. Because I talked about yesterday when I was talking about what to learn from Derek Jackson's wife, one of the things that I touched on was Black women's conception of submission. They believe wholeheartedly, you know, and it might be a little level of cap to it or whatever, but they believe that submission means what's in the yellow, a sheep, a passive follower. This follower's participation level is very low, it's mediocre, or it's non-existent. They have little to no belief in the leader, and they passively, regretfully, or negatively help him. This follower has little or no independent critical thinking skills and blindly follows the leader. Okay? So this is what they think, that when a man says submissive, he mean you supposed to take your brain and put it on the nightstand and just leave it there, which no man has ever actually said that. That is a concept that feminism put in women's heads, that submission means that automatically you're put in a position where a man is going to try to dominate or overtake, or he's going to try to, you know what I'm saying, be abusive towards you. Okay. Women actually understand this concept. They just pretend not to. I'm really coming to the conclusion that y'all pretend not to understand. And this goes back to why feminism is wrong. And this actually goes back to why Black women hated that concept that Kevin Samuels came up with, is fit, feminine, and friendly. This is why, because the feminine is the complement to masculinity, but they've been brainwashed to believe that it is an undesirable trait and that it is a weakness, that they automatically become these weak, wimpy women that don't have a spine, that don't have a mouth, that don't have a brain, that don't have anything. They just sit there like little lumps of coal. Like, nobody's saying that. Nobody in their right mind is saying that. And this is why they were sitting up there looking so stupid and looking so crazy when he got to talking about femininity and submission, right? They want to be what they perceive men to be, which is also incorrect, because the way that they perceive men's lives to be is actually wrong. But y'all like it when men tell y'all about femininity only if he's speaking in his feminine. In other words, y'all only take the lesson. Y'all don't take the lesson from women, and you don't take the lesson from heterosexual Black men. You only take the lesson from Skittles men. You only take the lesson from LGBT men. So I got one for you. And it's astounding to me. It's actually sorrowful to me that he can sit up here and explain femininity to y'all, and y'all sitting up when another man explains femininity to you, and he's coming from his masculine energy to explain it. Now all of a sudden we got to have these screwed up faces, and we got to make faces about it. But I'm gonna share something else with you. Here we're going to share. This is actually a rather popular content creator, okay, by the name of MJ Harris. He be on Facebook as well. And I'm not gonna play this whole thing because it's 7 minutes, but I'm gonna play a nice little chunk because I just want him to. Y'all don't take it from nowhere else, so I'm gonna let him talk about it. Here we go.
to masculine energy partners, and I don't care if you're attracted to masculine energy, man or masculine energy, women, you do you, baby. I'm just trying to teach you how to be more attractive to them. You got to get rid of this whole superwoman complex, this whole idea that it's your job to do it all. You got to take care of everything and da 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 da. I understand that you may have had to operate in that way in order to survive at this point in your life, because maybe it was up to you. Maybe it's just you with you and your kids. Maybe it's you by yourself. Maybe you had to step into the role of handling everything, being the provider, taking care of every little thing. But when you want a masculine energy partner, babe, you got to turn that down a little bit, okay? I'm not saying quit your job. I'm saying turn that mindset down so that they can feel that they have a place within your life. Here's the thing. Masculine energy has to be activated. And one of the best ways to activate someone's masculine energy so that they can be attracted to your feminine energy is you have to give them a place within your life. You have to show them that there are needs that you have that you are going to allow them to meet, even if you're capable of meeting those needs on your own. In fact, even when he knows that you're capable of meeting those needs on your own and you still allow him to meet those needs, it allows you to be that much more attractive, okay? Let me get into this mindset, all right? Because I know some of y'all are thinking about this and y'all like, oh, what do I need to do? I need to look weak. I need to look submissive. It's not about that. It's about understanding that we need a place in one another's life. And so if he doesn't feel like he can give to you and that you're going to joyfully receive it, if he doesn't feel like you need him for anything at all, let me tell you what he's going to do. He's not going to be attracted to you, okay? Masculine energy is a very utilitarian energy. They have to feel like they're being utilized in some way, shape, or form. Yes, he loves you. Yes, he wants to be around you. Yes, he wants to be in your life. But if you don't give him a purpose within your life, if he doesn't feel like you need him or benefit from him in some capacity, he's not going to be attracted to you in any way, shape, or form. Think about this. A lot of women talk about, oh, he cheated on me and left me.
Now, I'm going to stop it. I'm going to actually stop sharing. Because that's the only way you take it. You might not like the messenger, but he didn't lie. He didn't lie about that. He did not lie. He addressed your superwoman complex, your masculine energy, your masculine energy. Thinking you gotta do everything, blah, 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 and all of that. And you don't make room. Oh, I gotta be submissive. It's interesting how no matter which camp Black men belong to, whether he belonged to the rainbow camp or not, funny how they all know your script. Funny how they all know your script. All of them know your script. Every last one of them. They know that the moment they start talking to Black women about any portion or any part of feminine energy, being feminine, how to do it, they know y'all gonna come up with a foolish thing to say to them about it. The fact that they're even in positions to have to tell you what femininity is, you should already know that you're behind the 8 ball and that you're in a failed state. That is what you need to know. Because submission is actually tied to the spiritual value, which is then in turn tied to your personal market value, which is then in turn tied to the entire concept of being a valuable woman. Let me say that again. Submission is tied to your spiritual value. Your spiritual value is then tied in turn to your personal market value. It is a component of your personal market value. That in turn, that personal market value is in turn a part of this valuable woman series. And too many women are just kind of trash. That's why you can't get submission, because it's tied to the spiritual value, and you got to shore that up before you can do anything with your femininity or your spirituality or your submission. This is why submission is such an issue for you. It's not only that you're masculine. It's not only that you're rebellious. You're masculine and you're rebellious. Why? Because your spiritual value is shot. And when I say your spiritual value is shot, anytime you deny your spot in the grand scheme of things, in nature's lineup, and you accepting being a woman, anytime you deny being a woman, and we're actually going to talk about that at one point, you deny being a woman, you know your spiritual value is messed up. Because how you don't know nature? How you at odds with nature? And y'all don't like to tie them things together. It ain't natural. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If you think it's natural for men to have provision and problem solving and protection and procreation, what do you think you did? He actually said something else that was important. He said masculinity was a utilitarian energy. You need to be a joyful receiver of it. And you're a scornful, bitter receiver of it. Anyway, before we log off, I want to bring everybody's attention to the fact that you can go to crimsoncure.com and you can pick up a copy of my new book, Reclaiming the Black Feminine, The Lies of Feminism and the Road to Recovery. Okay, you can definitely go right away to get this book, right? It is on sale now. So go to crimsoncure.com, pick up your copy of Reclaiming the Black Feminine. All right. And also, I want to bring everybody's continued attention to Black Lives Matter. I know that we've been going for a while, and we've been having this petition up almost all year, for the majority of the year. But we still need to keep that fire, keep that passion, keep that intent of actually holding Black Lives Matter accountable for their theft. We are looking for our next milestone of 15,000 signatures to the petition. If you haven't signed it, please do so. If you haven't shared it in a while, please, I would ask that you share the links to the petition on your social media. Okay, and also jump down in the description box and hit the link for the petition, sign it, share it, and contribute to it. Also, the link for crimsoncure.com to pick up your copy of the book is also in the description box. All right, and also jump down into the comment section and let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host of Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Pick up your copy of Reclaiming the Black Feminine, The Lies of Feminism and the Road to Recovery from Kendra Davis.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.